What's up everybody? Welcome back. So today's video, I look extra pale for some reason. It's definitely the lip and the eyes. But today I wanted to film a fall inspired makeup tutorial and this is what I came up with. I used the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe as well as this other Morphe palette that came out a little bit ago or a little while ago. And then I used a Colourpop liquid lipstick. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, I did the whole shebang for you all. But if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So first I'm going to go in with the shade Silk Cream in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I'm just going to blend that all over the eyelid sort of crease area to set everything. My eyelids are kind of dry today, so hopefully everything looks fine in the end. I do already have my eyebrows done. I know I never show you guys my brows, but it's just because it takes me so long to do them. They're not set yet because obviously I'm blending all these eyeshadows and going back and forth in the crease, and I don't want to mess them up. That's the shade Silk Cream, just all in the crease transition area. Also, please ignore the fact that I have eyelash glue in my lashes. The House of Lashes lash glue is no joke, okay? I can never get it out of my eyelashes. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Creamsicle, which is this yellowish shade right here. And I'm gonna run that into the crease as well with a Morphe R38. Stinky. Do not. You wanted to be in here. This is going to be a smokier look, so I'm making sure to drag that into the inner corner area. And just going back and forth with these windshield wiper motions. You're my music, but you tear me to pieces, so where does it come from? Now I'm going to go in with the shade Pukey, which is this color right here. I'm going to take that and go a little bit lower in the crease. I desperately need to clean my brushes. I'm so sorry, but this is a Morphe M513. So I'm going to take that Pukey shade and just go a little bit lower into the crease area on the outer corner and the inner corner. And don't worry about this outer corner area. Take it out as far as you want because we haven't done foundation yet, so we'll be able to clean it up later. Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from? All your emotions with your heart on your sleeve, it won't fade until you paint it black. I let it burn, you call the fire brigade, but I feel that it will come back. Oh. My hands are shaking. That's never good when you're doing your eye makeup. Oh well. Now I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M433. Again, this brush is dirty also. I'm gonna take the shade Hunts, which is right next to Pukey. So it's this shade right here. I'm gonna build this color on the outer corner as well. So we're gonna turn this look a little bit more orangey red with some of these burgundy orange colors in the palette. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M513, which we used with the shade Pukey, and just blend things out. Now I'm actually going to take a different Morphe palette. I don't remember what this one was called, but it's this palette here. Doesn't this just scream fall? I'm actually going to be using this shade, this coppery orange shade on my eyelid today, but we're going to deepen up the look with some more reds and browns from this palette. So I'm going to go in with the same Morphe M433 and I'm going to take this reddish shade right here and build that into the colors that we have going on right now. And then I'm gonna go in with this smaller Morphe brush to get into the inner corner. This is a Morphe M506, and I'm gonna take that same shade and just use it to build the inner corner. Since it's smaller, it'll be a lot easier than using the other brush. I'm gonna go in with this random clean brush that I have. This is just like a drugstore brush, I'm sure. I'm gonna blend out the colors in the inner corners. Any clean brush will do. You just want something that doesn't have any product on it or any color, so you can blend things out. I'm gonna take this brush. This is a Morphe E17, and I'm gonna go in with a brown color now. I kind of want to add some brown. I'm gonna take this shade right here, but I'm gonna add that onto the outer corners. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. I'm gonna take a pencil brush. This is the E36, and I'm gonna take that same shade that I just showed you guys and try to make this a little bit more precise, because I want this closer to the lash line. I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe R38. This is the brush that we use to blend out Creamsicle from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. And I'm just going to blend above the darker colors since we still have some of that Creamsicle on here. Just gonna start blending upwards. Just going in and touching things up with the Morphe M433. This is just a really good like overall brush to multitask with. Like, it's really good for the outer corner. I love this brush. And it's good overall because it's tapered, so you can use it like flat ways and then you can turn it, and it's just good for blending out the crease area. So that's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna go ahead and add that coppery glitter shade now. I'm gonna use this one right here. On the viewfinder it's looking pretty orange, but in person it's like an orangey red copper color. So I'm gonna use that one on my eyelid today. I'm gonna use some glitter glue. So I'm gonna take the NYX glitter primer and put that on my eyelid before I put down that color. And I'm just gonna use my fingers for this. I feel like using your fingers with glitters is like your best tool. I just have a little bit on my finger, and I'm gonna pat that right in the center and more towards the lash line where I want it to be more like prominent. Okay, so that's tacky. Same finger, I'm gonna take that glitter. This is what the color looks like, and I'm just going to press that onto the eyelid. Again, taking the glitter glue and pressing that onto my eyelid. Okay, so that's tacky. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in with this brown shade that we used and blend that into the eyeshadow on the inner and outer corner, just to blend everything together so there's no harsh lines between the glitter and the shadow that we have there. So I'm taking the Morphe M506, the small one, because it's going to give better detail. I'm taking a mix of the red and the brown that we used from this palette. So this one here and then the brown over here on the Morphe M433, the tapered fluffy brush for the crease that we've been using. And I'm going to run that over through the crease just to add some more definition where that glitter is. So right above there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the R38. I'm going to take some Pukey, which is from this palette here, and it's this color, and blend that over the top of everything to create more of a gradient effect. And then I'm going to take the first brush that we use, which is the E27, and I'm going to go back in with Silk Cream, which was the first color that we put down on our lid, and I'm going to use that to blend everything right up top near the brows. Kind of just going right over pukey so that everything just looks more seamless. Okay, so that's what I have for the eyes so far. I'm gonna go ahead and do some liquid liner and put lashes on, and then we'll be back to finish the rest of the face. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, so eyes are almost done. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the face makeup now. First, I'm gonna take the Smashbox Primer Water, spray that on my face. And then I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I've really been liking this with other foundations. Not so much the Fenty Beauty foundation, I've come to realize, but definitely with other foundations. So that's what I'm using today. And then I'm also just gonna take a little bit of the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing primer. I'm just gonna put that around my nose where my pores are most prominent. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna go in with the YSL foundation today. This on its own, without mixing it with the velvetizer, is actually matching me a lot better since I'm losing some color. Not that I had a lot to begin with, but definitely lost any little bit of color I had. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this and I'm gonna put that on with a beauty blender. I'm just going to spray my beauty blender with a little bit of Fix Plus to re-wet it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start putting that on the face. I have a mirror like all the way over here, so I'm sorry. You'll be able to see this side of my face better when I get to it. Are you guys excited for the fall season? Because I am. We've got the pumpkins out again in the background, and of course there's a burning candle. I'm really excited for like Halloween tutorials. I really want to do one on my friend. I'm just waiting to see if she'll let me, and if she does, I'm like so excited. I just bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon, so like I bought some nose and scar wax. I already have like the blood and stuff from Ben Nye. I just bought like a color palette as a knockoff version of that Makeup Forever Flash palette because that thing is like $80. And what else did I buy? There was something else that I bought. What was it? I don't remember the other stuff that I bought. But I'm really excited for Halloween. October is like one of my favorite months. I just love the vibes, like fall vibes. I'm all about it. Okay, so that's one layer. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more around like this whole bottom section of my face. I'm gonna take like half a pump. So, okay, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm just gonna blend that out. Now I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I actually really like this powder. It's very similar to like the Laura Mercier, and I think it actually keeps me matte longer than the Laura Mercier one does, so I've really been liking this. The only thing I'm not like a huge fan of is the fact that like it is very strongly scented like peach. So if you are sensitive to scents, I would say stay far away from this collection because, ooh, sorry. I've heard that the entire collection is pretty scented. It's pretty strong. So I'm not really baking, I'm just sort of setting the face all over. I don't really bake too much anymore. I just sort of get the powder all over and set my face so that it's matte. I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I still love this. I think it's such a good drugstore product. If you have fair skin, I think you'd really love this. So I'm going to take a Morphe R2 and just go in and bronze the face. And then I'm going to take Hoola bronzer by Benefit in this little pack that I have. I want to depot these or like take these out of the package because this packaging is kind of really bulky, but I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer with this little wedge brush that came in this package and I'm going to contour with that. And then after I do that, I just go back in with that Morphe brush that we use for bronzing and I just go over everything so that there's no harsh lines. And that's the bronzing contour that I like to do. Also, I like to do my nose. So lately I've been liking to use the E46 again. It's a pretty big, like angled sort of contour brush, but I'm gonna use this on my nose to give it a little bit more shape. And I'm gonna use the butter bronzer for that. I'm not very precise with this. I just go in and sort of bronze it up so that there's some shape. Just like that. And then I'll go back in with my beauty blender and just stamp it on top so that it's not too harsh. Just like that. And then, let's see, I don't know what blush I want to use today. I'm gonna take Wet n Wild's Apricot in the Middle blush. I feel like this is a really good color for this look today. It's like an apricot peachy color. So I'm gonna take that on a Morphe E4. This is the blush brush that I always use to do my blush. So I'm gonna take that and just apply that to the cheeks. I don't like my blush to stand out too much. I just don't think it looks good on me, so I like to keep things more subtle. And this is a really good color for that. What highlight do I want to use? I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to take a Morphe. It's my favorite highlighting brush. Morphe M510. And I'm going to highlight with this. I really love this highlighter. I don't know if I've used it on camera yet, but it's just so good. It's got that yellow undertone, so it's perfect for the fall and like these colors. It's super blinding too. Like you can build this up, or you can wear it more subtle. You can use this as an eyeshadow. You can use it for highlighting, of course. But this is just a really good color. I like this one a lot more than the other one that they came out with, which was it Eclipse? Is that what it was called? So that's that one. Yeah, I think the other one was, yeah, Eclipse. This one is the more pink one. And this one is definitely more yellow, if you guys can see. I'm really, really liking this one though. This will definitely be good too, more like towards the winter time because it's got that like pink tone to it. But lately I've just really been liking like yellow toned highlighters. So that's what that looks like. And now I'm gonna set my eyebrows because we're done messing with the face. I'm gonna take my usual, the clear brow gel, and then I'm gonna top it with the Brunette brow gel. Let's finish off the bottom of the eyes. So when I applied my lashes, I put on the Marc Jacob eyeliner on my tight line. It's the black one that I used. So I think on the bottom lash line, I'm actually gonna use the shade Rococo, which is the brown one that Marc Jacobs has in his collection. And I'm gonna apply that to my bottom lash line before we start smoking it out with the other shadows. And now I'm gonna take a Morphe definer brush. This is a E43. It's just a flat, really tight packed brush. I'm gonna take a mix of the red and brown that we used from this palette and really get close to that lash line. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe E36, the pencil brush that I used to really detail the outer corner. And I'm going to go in with the shade Pukey from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So that was this shade right here in the center. And I'm going to use that to blend out the bottom lash line a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia brush and just blend things out under here a little bit more. There's no product on this brush, so any clean brush will do. I just don't want to keep blending down with something that has product on it, because then you're just gonna keep dragging the color down and that could look a hot mess really fast. So any clean brush will work. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more of the brown shade from the other Morphe palette. I'm gonna go in with this one right here and deepen up the outer corner of the bottom lash line, just so that it looks a little bit more smoky and sort of like sultry. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the inner corners and my brow bone. And to do that, I'm going to take a Morphe M213. And I'm going to take the highlight that we use, the Uranus highlight. So I'm going to take this and highlight the brow bone. Okay, so my camera cut out because it was too hot, but all I did was finish applying highlight to my inner corners and my brow bone, so that's where we left off. Now all we have to do is finish off the lips. I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip pencil in the shade Willow. That's what this one looks like. Go ahead and do a little bit of a swatcheroo. That's the color. And for the actual lip color, I'm taking Colourpop's Love Bug. I absolutely love this color for this time of the year. I believe they launched this color for the first time last year, and it's just so good. That's what the color looks like. It's like a bricky orange red, and it's just really pretty. So I think it's gonna look really good with the eye look today. So that's what we're gonna use. Now I'm going to take the Colourpop shade, and this is the Ultra Matte Lip formula, so it's going to dry down to a matte finish. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera for just a second to put some dry shampoo in my hair because it's super dirty, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that completes this look for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it was easy to follow along. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so you can see all of my future videos, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye!